SWIFT has passed away. This leaked JPMorgan paper demonstrates that XRP will reach $750 by 2025, and banks are vying for its adoption. Don't pass up the revolution in banking. We have a new discovery today that could revolutionize XRP and the financial system as a whole. So welcome back, cryptocurrency fans. You may have observed an oddity occurring behind the scenes if you have been monitoring the price movements of XRP. In the realm of international finance, a significant development is taking place. Prepare yourselves because we have just discovered one of the most significant secrets that might drive XRP's price to soar to an astounding $750 by 2025. Let's get right to the point. One of the biggest changes in the history of the financial industry is currently taking place. SWIFT is a well-known conventional network that has dominated international payments for many years. According to public announcements, SWIFT will soon be replaced by XRP. Talk isn't enough. We have leaked documents that demonstrate that this change is currently taking place. Yes, exactly. The banking behemoth is switching from SWIFT to RippleNet, the same network that XRP runs on, according to a recently leaked JPMorgan paper. And that's not all. Other significant financial institutions are starting to follow suit as HSBC is ready to switch to RippleNet. If you're asking why banks would choose a blockchain-based solution over the long-standing SWIFT system, it's because RippleNet is more effective, faster, and less expensive than anything SWIFT has ever provided. RippleNet is a cutting-edge solution that uses blockchain technology to enable quick, safe, and affordable cross-border payments. It does more than just manage transactions. It turns them into something entirely new. And you know what? Banks are beginning to see that the future lies with RippleNet. So, instead of sticking with SWIFT, why not switch to something better? Let's go a step farther, though. Every day, SWIFT manages an astounding $7 trillion in transactions. It is the foundation of global finance, generating $7 trillion daily. The arithmetic, however, becomes quite intriguing at this point. We're talking about a daily infusion of $70 billion into RippleNet, and 1% of SWIFT's daily volume might potentially pour into XRP. As a result, XRP might quickly reach $750 per coin. Furthermore, we're only beginning to explore. Let's now discuss the specifics of how this would operate. RippleNet's ability to capture even a small portion of SWIFT's enormous transaction volume would have a significant effect on XRP's price. Consider it. With banks like JPMorgan and HSBC joining the bandwagon, RippleNet will be handling a significant amount of money. XRP is built to handle large volumes of transactions at lightning speed. Additionally, the demand for XRP will rise sharply when this occurs. This demand, along with XRP's limited supply, the ideal conditions for a huge price spike will only ever be met by 100 billion coins. Let's now examine some historical background. We are all aware of what transpired when institutional players initially accepted Bitcoin. Within a few months of the ETF's approval, the price of Bitcoin surged by 150%. And with XRP, we're beginning to notice the similar trend. The price of XRP will rise in tandem with the influx of institutions and the adoption of RippleNet by major companies like HSBC and JPMorgan. XRP's $750 price tag doesn't seem so unaffordable now, does it? Let's examine why this is so crucial in more detail. For years, the financial sector has been waiting for a substitute for SWIFT. The worldwide payment system has been hindered by SWIFT's antiquated infrastructure. Additionally, banks can no longer afford to rely on it in the fast-paced world of today. However, financial institutions can save millions of dollars in costs and cut down on the time it takes to transfer money internationally by using RippleNet to settle transactions quickly. Now that RippleNet has been tried and tested and shown to be the best option, the big banks are beginning to pay attention. According to a leaked memo, JPMorgan has already started the process of switching some cross-border payment corridors from SWIFT to RippleNet, and HSBC is not far behind. As they get ready for the new financial reality, banks are quietly switching from SWIFT to RippleNet and updating their infrastructure. The worst part is that they are all placing bets on XRP. The RippleNet network's key is XRP. Additionally, XRP will swiftly take the lead as the most popular digital asset in the banking sector if it is widely used. Let's discuss XRP's supply dynamics. XRP has a finite quantity, in contrast to conventional currencies that central banks can issue whenever they want. Only 100 billion coins exist overall, and a sizable percentage of them are either held by Ripple or locked up in escrow. The demand for XRP will therefore continue to grow as more and more institutions begin using it to settle transactions, but the supply will continue to be limited. Any asset's price increase is primarily driven by this imbalance. The price of XRP will only rise as the supply runs out and more people want to buy it. Let's dissect the $750 price goal. A significant amount of cash would be injected into the XRP ecosystem, pushing its price to all-time highs if XRP were to grab 1% of Swift's daily transaction volume, or over $7 trillion. Additionally, $750 per XRP can become a modest estimate if XRP begins to acquire popularity in the global market, particularly if more organizations and governments choose to use RippleNet for their payment needs. Some even contend that if RippleNet takes over as the primary payment mechanism for international finance, the price of XRP may rise significantly. What should you do with this knowledge then? This is the offer. The time to purchase XRP is now if you wish to participate in this financial revolution. Although it is now less than $10, the price of XRP will increase dramatically after financial firms such as JPMorgan, HSBC, and others completely incorporate RippleNet into their business processes. Avoid waiting for XRP to reach $100 or $200. It will be too late by then. While the price is still reasonable, get in today. And stay strong as we see XRP emerge as the world's most widely used currency for international payments. Here's the worst part, though. The media is only now beginning to notice this banking revolution that is taking place right in front of our eyes. Being the first to learn about the most recent XRP developments is essential if you want to stay ahead of the curve. Because we'll be the first to announce any significant news that could affect the price of XRP, we strongly advise you to subscribe and enable notifications. You'll want to be informed as this change takes place, I promise. You could be sitting on a goldmine if you currently own XRP. The future of cross-border payments depends on XRP, and banks are dumping Swift for RippleNet. $750 per coin is just the start of the large institutional inflows that are set to stream into XRP. Don't pass on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Thank you for seeing, and don't forget to subscribe to receive updates on XRP's ascent to prominence. This is only the beginning. Please share your ideas in the comments section below before we conclude. Do you think XRP can actually reach $750 or higher? Let's discuss it. Get more XRP updates and cryptocurrency news by subscribing.